All right, what's going on, guys? Back here with another video. It's going to be 3 videos today. Duke, North Carolina, obviously. I'm going to talk about the GENO Smith trade right now, and I'm going to mention the Jonathan Allen and the Harold Landry sweepstakes now that they have been cut and released, and what type of impact that could be on the draft and free agency coming up. Now, GENO Smith, Lord bless him. I cannot believe that the Seattle Seahawks did this. They must have a plan, because if you ask me, there's no way you make that trade straight up. I understand Pete Carroll connections, and Pete Carroll probably was the driving force behind this, and he came to them and asked them for a trade, as sources say. But for a 3rd round pick, a day 2 pick, I think GENO Smith could go for a 1st round pick. And in the lower tier, like 25 through 32, for sure. Yes, he's 35 years old. I didn't even think he was that. I thought GENO Smith was at least 30, 31. 35? Ugh, you can kind of see why Seattle got rid of him. Age, probably. And contract extensions was the topic of discussion. So where does this land them in the quarterback room? Jackson Dart, to me, would be the most linked quarterback. Makes the most sense. Quarterback in the future. You could also, and this is as far-fetched as this is, Shedeur Sanders? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But Jackson Dart seems like the most realistic option. I don't see them going after a Jalen Miro. They did interview with Jackson Dart at the Combine, and reports say that it come out. I don't know how accurate those are. But, hey, take it for what it is. I do believe his fit there with that scheme, and Mike McDonald being the head coach there can definitely get him right. That's just my prediction. Once again, 4,000 passing yards this season. The brother can absolutely play. He's nowhere like Zach Wilson. I think he's even better than Zach Wilson. But the biggest question that everybody has, and what I've been asked, is, does this trade signify that Seattle's targeting a quarterback on day 1? And I heavily think they are considering it. Right? If they trade DK Metcalf before the draft or on draft day, either or, I think Matthew Golden is the target. Matthew Golden is the target. Gary Zoll out of North Dakota State is also option at offensive tackle, right? Drew Lock is no longer there. Now you have Sam Howell, who you traded for last year to back up GENO Smith. Are we putting the keys in Sam Howell's hands? I would love to see that, because I love Sam Howell coming out of UNC. But all reports have been linking them to Sam Darnold, saying that this apparently is the master plan to sign Sam Darnold. They must know that Darnold is going to agree to a contract with them right when free agency opens, because there's no way you're making this trade without a plan in place. Now, yes, Sam Darnold had 1 great year, and he's going to get paid off of that 1 year. But this is what I want to point at too. Now you're looking at a quarterback room with Sam Darnold, right? Sam Howell. If you don't draft the quarterback, and it's definitely a consideration, but if they sign Sam Darnold, throw it out the window. Matthew Golden needs to be the target. Point blank, period. Raiders' perspective on this. How does GENO Smith fit in the new scheme with Pete Carroll? I mean, obviously, come on now. They played in Seattle together. He coached GENO Smith, so obviously we don't have to think about that too much. Does this move take Las Vegas out of the quarterback draft market? It's tough to discuss that, and it's tough to kind of gauge that. I definitely think so at the moment. GENO Smith, they're not fit to contend. They only have 2 players on their roster. Actually, probably about 3 or 4, right? GENO Smith, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, and if you want to count Nate Hobbs, the 4 really untouchables, everybody else is probably up for trade. No, and Brock Bowers, excuse me. Whoa, I'm tripping. Yeah, Brock Bowers. Michael Mayer is another name to watch in the trade market. I want them to keep him, though. But, Packers, Colts, Bills even. You know, you can never have too many tight ends. Dawson Knox, I would look to trade him, be expandable, right? You have Kincaid and Michael Mayer out there. Something I will explore. What it and John Snyder and the Seahawks front office definitely know that they have something up their sleeve. I don't know if it's Sam. The reports are it's Sam Darnold. Wiley expects Sam Darnold to sign literally when free agency opens at 401. Is Geno the guy in Las Vegas? I think so. Easy. Did Seattle make the right move? That can be for it, it will never be a clear yes or a clear no, but due to the age factor and due to the contract extension and the money that he probably wanted, it's time to move on and realize that this team is currently constructed, right? You cut Tyler Lockett. It's time. It's time to start fresh. Jackson Smith and Jigba. You have no offense there still. It's time to start fresh. I would say either Sam Darnold or draft your quarterback, either or. If you feel like you can compete around Sam Darnold, do that. If you feel like you can compete around Jackson Dart, do that. But it's definitely heartbreaking for Seattle fans right now. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you want? Do you want Sam Darnold or do you want a quarterback on day one?